State of New California notice to all Californians. Grievance number 36. It is September the 25th, 2018. We are in Vista at the County Courthouse. New California is a new state in development exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Sections 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Article 4, Section 3, United States Constitution states, new states may be admitted by the Congress into the Union, but no new state shall be formed or erected within the jurisdiction of any other state, nor any state be formed by the junction of two or more states or parts of states without the consent of the legislatures of the states concerned, as well as the Congress. Statement of intent. The citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state provided in the United States Constitution, Article 4, Sections 3 and Section 4. We are determined to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States. New California Declaration of Independence, January 15, 2018 states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. When a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same object that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. So, it is the history of the past and present governor and government of California who have a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of a tyranny over the counties of New California and the state of California. Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to seek a constitutional remedy to the abuse of powers. Preamble of the New California State Constitution states, we, the representatives of the undersigned counties within the state of California, do acknowledge and humbly invoke the favor of Almighty God for continued civil and religious liberty to ourselves and our posterity, seek a republican form of government, protection against foreign invasion and domestic violence guaranteed by Article 4, Section 4 of the United States Constitution, and all privileges and immunities of citizens in the several states guaranteed by Article 4, Section 2 of the United States Constitution, ordain and establish New California as a fully vested state of the Union of States in the United States of America. First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Therefore, the counties of New California bring forth 40 grievances against the government of California to be announced in public on Tuesday at 11 a.m. each week for 40 weeks. State of New California Grievance 36. Statement of facts. The people of California are suffering from a tyrannical communist state government which fails to provide a republican form of governance, enables and supports across its southern border the invasion of the United States of America by illegal foreign nationals, and protects vicious criminals who commit outrageous acts of violence upon the citizens of California, the citizens of America, all caused by a government of and for a mono-party system led by a tyrannical dictator. Declaration of Grievance. United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 2, Article 6, Section 2 states, this Constitution and the laws of the United States which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. De facto secession has already occurred. The withholding of support, the lack of cooperation, and the outright defiance toward federal authorities with reference to our national border security and our common defense is prima facie evidence that the rogue communist monoparty government has now consolidated its power in Sacramento and has functionally seceded from the Union of the States of the United States of America. This de facto secession places the citizens of all California at risk, and this is of utmost concern to the patriotic and independent citizens of New California State. De facto act of war against U.S. citizens. There exists de facto acts of war in California, and the citizens of New California State do appeal to the federal authorities in citation of Article 6, Section 2 of the U.S. Constitution, the supreme law of the land, to intervene and remedy this grievance and recognize our statehood in the Union of States in the United States of America. Obedience to the rogue government of California is disobedience to the United States and the Constitution of the United States. The citizens of New California, being of clear conscience, do hereby state that the obedience to the rogue government of California and its monoparty, communistic, and globalist apparatus, and continued obedience and loyalty to the United States of America and its Constitution are mutually exclusive. New California State, therefore, by means of this grievance, declare our loyalty to the United States of America and affirm our allegiance and commitment to establish and remain a free state within the Union, apart from the globalist tyrannical dictatorship that now occupies the seats of power in present-day California. Conspiracy to create an administrative state and functionary of the United Nations. The rogue communist government of California, in direct violation of its constitutional obligations, has subordinated and subjected the government of California citizens to the will of foreign governments and monetary interests by treaties and agreements without the consent of the governed and without referendum, which has been now effectively supplanted by the administrative state that has been built upon the communist and dictatorial principles. The United Nations agenda is contrary to the will and the general welfare of the citizens of rural New California State, and indeed it at enemy with them and their way of life. By this means, the rogue government of California has circumvented the constitutional mandates and trust bestowed upon it by the people. It is clear the communist California government and the current communist governor have fostered, supported, legislated, enacted, and enforced unconstitutional laws and regulations in direct violation of Article 6, Section 2, known as the Supremacy Clause. Illegal acts and tactics, utilizing Marxist-Leninist and Maoist revolutionary tactics, the communist California governor, monoparty system, and the local government officials support and celebrate these tactics as a means to introduce and subvert all aspects of California government and civil society in an attempt to destroy the state of California and break down the sovereignty of the Union of the United States of America. Acts of secession. Therefore, the California Communist government, in conjunction with the communist state executive, instituted wherever the current communist governor has usurped power, has created a reign of terror on United States citizens living in California with the intent to secede from the United States of America and thus destroy the very Union of States which secures our liberty and freedom. Abdication of authority. Betrayal by the sitting communist governor of California, the monoparty legislature, and the local elected officials is evidence of abdication of their responsibilities of authority and sovereignty over the state and citizens of the United States living in California. This concludes these proceedings. NewCaliforniaState.com is the website. The phone number is 877-828-2753.